Hello, everybody. I am Gimmick Quattro, and before this video starts, I would I set up an affiliate link on with TubeBuddy, and I'm currently trying to work on one with TCG Player. If you guys don't know what an affiliate link is, it's basically a link that will be in the description of my video that you guys can click on that will send you to a site. And if you purchase anything from that site, a small portion of that profit will go to me to help support me and my channel. So, in a way, it's like supporting somebody on Patreon without a subscription. You're just buying what you would typically would buy or be invested in trying to buy. So, TubeBuddy, if you guys don't know, is a app. It's a link that goes on your, it's an extension for Chrome and for other devices in which it can actually connect to your YouTube to help give you features and things like that to grow your channel and whatever else. It'll help you with your SEO ranking, which is like your searches and stuff like that. It'll help you with keyword phrases. It'll help you with tags, your description, your title, things like this. It'll give you tools that'll help you and your channel and your videos do well and try to go above the rest of the competition. So that's my information. Now, well, so I have a pro license. There's other license. A bunch of free stuff. High quality graphics, video effects. TubeBuddy Mobile. Sorry, I should have planned this out a little bit better. While purchasing TubeBuddy, there's different types of license that'll each cost a certain amount. But for newer channels, there's ways to also get a discount. So if you are underneath 1,000 subs, and if you plan on paying yearly instead of monthly, you can actually discount on the license. So in my personal opinion, it's a really, really great tool that I have loved so much, that has really helped me make sure that all my videos are at the best that they can be for being searched and stuff like that on YouTube. Actually, one of my videos is third in the ranking, third in search results, and that was my my target value box opening. If you have not seen that, link will be in the description. But yeah, so anyways, let's roll right into the video. First custom card on the list is Gimmick Puppet Twin Doll, a dark attribute, level 4 machine effect monster with 1700 attack and 1200 defense, with an effect that says this card can be used as 2 materials for an Xyz summon of a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster. You can discard 1 card to change this card's level to 8. At the end of the turn, if this card was sent to the graveyard after being used in Xyz material, you can add 1 rank up spell card from your deck to your hand. I think it's a very simple effect, but it's very effective for the playstyle of the deck. And I don't think it would be too, game breaking in a way. It's nice to have it be just a single tribute summon. Immediately can get rid of it for something like, I don't know, Gigantus Doll, or no, I'm sorry. You could go into Gigantostall, but I was thinking of Giant Hunter or Giant Grinder. Giant Grinder, that's the one. And then you could very easily go into Giant Grinder, pop a couple of cards that the opponent has, and then end your turn, get a rank up spell. You can go into Quick Chaos, go into that on your opponent's turn to have a big beefy body. Also, some playable options for rank 4 plays, if need be. Going into Gigantostall, take 2 of your opponent's monsters, make them rank 8, so now they lose out of monsters, plus you can also make a rank 8. Just thought it'd be a bit of a fun card. No, there is no art for it, but if any of you guys want to make art for it, that would be really kind of cool, and I would gladly put that in, and I would submit it on Instagram for everybody to see. Next card on the list is Doll Graveyard. It's a field spell with a very simple couple of effects. First off, once during your main phase, you can special summon one Gimmick Puppet monster from your graveyard. You can then also apply one of these effects per turn. Number 1, discard a Gimmick Puppet to draw a card. If it's a Gimmick Puppet, you can special summon that monster. Number 2, you can add one Gimmick Puppet spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Number 3, you can banish one Gimmick Puppet monster from your graveyard, then add one rank up magic spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Simple effects that help out with some of the problems of the deck, such as draw power and recursion. I know with them being dark machine types, there are definitely targets for them that are pretty good, building it with machinas, doing things like machine duplication, since a lot of them are underneath 1,000 attack points. Allure of Darkness, since 95% of them are dark. But it's just kind of a nice bit of a way to, say you want to get back Dreary Doll, but you don't want to banish another target. There you go, it's a free Dreary Doll during your main phase. Or you can get back an Xyz monster that you can go into a Chaos variant of. You can bring back Humpty Dumpty. And if you do that, since it'd be considered a special summon, you can special summon another Gimmick Puppet monster from your hand. Maybe another level 4 to go into some more plays. So I think there's a lot of potential with a card like this that isn't just too game breaking. My third custom card is a continuous spell card, Quattro's Seal, but it's supposed to say Crest, so it's Quattro's Crest, with a simple effect that says, when this card activates, you can special summon 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters from your graveyard, and change your level to either 8 or 4. You can only special summon Gimmick Puppet monsters from your extra deck this turn. For the rest of this turn. If a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster would be destroyed by battle, destroy this card instead, and if you do, destroy one of your opponent's cards. You can only have one face-up copy of this card on the field at a time. It gives a little bit of protection, a little bit of recursion, a nice little ability to switch to either 8 or 4. I know right now they only have one 4-star Xyz monster, or one rank 4 Xyz. I wanted to make another rank 4. I just couldn't think of any good ideas off the top of my head right now, so there might be a second video coming out in which I create another Link monster and maybe a couple more Xyz monsters for them. But I think other than that, just making 2 rank 8s or 2 level 8s for rank 8 play is great. and just that extra little bit of protection to nope, this card's staying around and you're about to lose a card yourself. Not bad. Something that I think they desperately need is protection and destruction. My fourth and final custom card is Rank Up Magic Gimmicks Force. Target one Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster in your graveyard. Then special summon one Chaos Xyz Gimmick Puppet monster from your extra deck. Use a target as material. Next turn, you can discard any Gimmick Puppet monster from your hand to the graveyard. Activate this effect again, but banish it afterwards. You can only use each effect of Rank Up Magic Gimmicks Force once per turn. So, they finally got their own Rank Up Magic card. I was hoping they were going to get one, in the last set of support or at some point in time, but it never happened. Now I'm aware that in the show they didn't really have one. They just used Argent Chaos Force with kind of like their variant because Quentin made it. But I think it would be nice that even if Quattro and Trey both got their own rank up spell for each of their specific archetypes. I think it's a work in progress as a spell or as a rank up card, but I think it does its job well enough. Being able to target something that's already in the graveyard is nice. The fact that you can, so in the graveyard, pull out a chaos form, then it gets material on it. So it might be like a good target, say if Leo's in the graveyard, you could target Leo, then special summon his chaos form. And his chaos form states if this card has got no materials left on it and your opponent's has lower than 2,000 life points, you win the duel. That might be a pretty good opportunity for you to be yep, and I'm just gonna win the game. I also made this one a quick play spell so that it could be used during anybody's turn. A lot of fun, games that a bit of variety. I know that quick chaos force is used during other people's turns, and that's the only one, only generic rank up spell that does that. So thought it'd be a nice twist to throw in another quick one. Other than that, I think getting two effects out of it, back to back is kind of nice because I could play, say if there's already one in my graveyard. Say if I played one turn, it was in the graveyard. Next turn, I drew this again. I could end up using the effect twice, getting rid of one, and then having it affect again. So I could potentially get it 3 chaos forms in 2 turns, which is really good in my opinion. But it's still fairly balanced so that, it's not overly done and it couldn't be reused over and over and over again because it has to get banished. I mean, if you can get cards out of the banish zone back to the graveyard, that's a whole other thing. But it's a work in progress. I'm still new to this. So when I was looking through to make custom cards, I saw there was anime cards that just never came out to the TCG or the OCG, and I wanted to talk about them real fast and the fact that I think they should come back. So Gimmick Puppet Princess is one of them. If this card is destroyed, these are not the original effects. Some of them will be, some of them will be updated effects. Hers is an updated effect. If this card is destroyed by battle, destroy the monster it was battling. At the end phase, if this card and the monster that destroyed this card are in the graveyard, banish the other monster and special summon this card to your side of the field. Simple. Simple effect, but it works well. Her original text was if this card gets destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard at the end phase, and then you get to special summon your opponent's monster. I feel like both effects would have been fine, but I kind of like mine a bit better because it's like you could set the thing face down, have it get destroyed, then you get destroyed when your opponent's monster is like Man-Eater Bug, but then get to banish that target so they can't even use it as long as it's still there, and get this card back as a nice little level 1 to maybe go into like I think Link Karibo you can go into. You could turn this into a level 4 by some type of effect, or a level 8 to go into an Xyz play. So yeah, just a little bit of potential there. The second anime exclusive card that I think should be printed is Gimmick Puppet Scarecrow. I kept most of the original effect and stat lines. It is a dark 4-star machine effect, 800 attack, 2000 defense. When this face-up attack position card is targeted for an attack, change it to face-up defense position. Your opponent cannot target other face-up monsters for attacks. That is the original effect. I added another line. When this card gets destroyed by battle, end the battle phase. I feel like it's a nice little bit of like protection that Gimmick Puppets could use as like a way of, I don't know, like preserving their board a bit longer. I know that I played a lot of games in which, even if I did have some type of battle protection, like preventing attacks, something like that, I just get blown out some other type of way. I feel like this could, help out a little bit, and it'd be like a nice little like safety card that you can kind of just like play and then not have to worry as long as it doesn't get taken care of by like some type of effect. So yeah, plus it's another just dark level 4, an easy machine dupe target, another good target going like Chimera Doll or Gigantus Doll. So yeah, a spell card that I feel like they should have had is Cards of Puppet, and it literally just says destroy one gimmick puppet. Monster you control, draw one card. Simple effect with a that's not game breaking by any means. You have to get rid of a gimmick puppet just to even draw a card. Now, yes, technically, there's some gimmick puppets in which it would just be like value for. You could play Des Troy, play cards of puppet, pop Des Troy, draw a card, and then special summon 2 monsters off of him from the hand. Or I don't know, it's the only thing I can think of right now. Also, it's not limited to once per turn. But I don't feel like a card like this is so overpowered that it would be, that you would need to put a once per turn clause on it. Second to last card is Triangle Gimmick Box. Target 3 Xyz monsters in your graveyard. Banish those targets. And if you do, special summon 1 Xyz monster from your extra deck. Its effects are negated. I don't like it in that way. I feel like the effect should be changed, but I didn't want to completely change the effect without kind of having a bit of discussion about it. In my mind, I feel like it should only be 2 Xyz monsters, and I feel like the effects maybe should not be negated because you would be special summoning it out and it wouldn't even have any materials on it in the first place. Now, I guess it doesn't matter, well, it doesn't have materials on it, so why does it matter if its effects are negated or not? I don't know. I just feel like it's weird just to have the effect negated. I feel like it's like a double-sided coin, I guess, at that point in time. You could have also just made um Triangle Box become material for it. I don't think that would be a bad idea. I get, it's the point of getting rid of 3 gimmick puppets, and then you could special summon out. It was probably meant for like if you had 2 strings and like a grinder in the graveyard, get rid of them to summon Leo while your opponent's life points are like really far down, and then just rank up spell into Chaos 88 and then just win the duel. I don't know. But I feel like it should be switched to 2 Xyz monsters, and then you could put this box as material. Final card is the trap card Gimmick Box. It is a continuous trap card that says during damage calculation, if either player would take battle damage, reduce the damage to 0. Then special summon this card as a monster. Machine type, dark, level 8, attack, mystery, defense 0. This card is also treated as a trap card. This card's attack is equal to the amount of damage reduced to 0 by this effect. It's simple. Why did you not print any of these cards? It's not overpowered. It's pretty good. I mean, it's mediocre. It's a trap card. You know, traps are kind of slow as they are, but it's just like, oh hey, my opponent did, 30 3,000 points of damage to me. Nope. Negating that, here's a big beater that can also be used as an Xyz material. There's nothing wrong with that, I feel like. And with the new rulings, it's not actually a trap anymore, or at least it doesn't take up a trap like spot. But I'm frustrated that some of these cards really didn't come out, because I don't think they really would have broken Gimmick Puppets, any of these anime variants. Maybe if with like changed effects, they could have been much better than what they are. But as they are, I feel like they should have just been printed. Like even in like this like last run, when they printed more Gimmick Puppet support, I feel like these cards should have just kind of came out, or some more of them. Oh well, you get what you get, and you kind of learn to live with it. Well, guys, this video took way longer than I thought it was going to take to make and to record, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It's much different than what I would typically do on my channel. If you enjoyed, write something down below, like the video, share it with somebody, and subscribe. If you follow me on Instagram, gimmick_Quattro, then message me if you like the video and if you want to see me do more stuff like this, more lists or anything like that. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys kind of agree with some of the things that I said and some of the cards that I made. Like I said earlier in the video, if any of you guys want to make fan art for some of the cards that don't have art, then please do, and I will put them a part of the video, or I will put them a part of the cards, and I will post all the cards on Instagram. Anyways, remember, if you guys want to start on YouTube, want to check out TubeBuddy and kind of help support me in the channel out. If you want to not get TubeBuddies but still want to support me in a very small way, why don't you just try donating $1 on my Patreon. And other than that, I hope all y'all will have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.